Welcome to the CFO channel. My name is Ali and I simplify accounting and finance concepts. In this video, I'm not going to cover a finance topic. Instead, I'm going to talk about the crazy reason why I'm starting a YouTube channel in 2022. Now let's get this out of the way. If you think that starting a YouTube channel in 2022 is a stupid idea, you're not alone. There's a part of me that thinks that too. Let's look at some statistics. There is 500 hours worth of video content uploaded to YouTube every minute. That works out to 720 hours of video content per day. As a human, if you were to try to watch the 720 hours worth of content that is uploaded to YouTube in one day, it would take you 82 years to watch all of that content. It is absolutely crazy. So how would I, as a creator, get noticed in this sea of content? The odds are definitely not in my favor. But, and you know there was a but coming, while there is an insane supply of content on YouTube, according to Hootsuite, YouTube is the world's second most visited website after Google search. And people on YouTube consume 1 billion hours of content per day. So if we were to do some simple math, this is an accounting and finance channel after all, so you knew that there would be some math. The 1 billion hours of watch time per day on YouTube is much greater than the 720 hours worth of video content that is uploaded on YouTube every single day. In fact, the amount of watch time on YouTube per day is 1,400 times bigger than the amount of content that is uploaded on YouTube per day. So clearly, even in 2022, the demand for content on YouTube far outstrips supply. In starting my YouTube journey, I went and dug up the archives to see how other famous YouTubers today were doing when they first started. So let's start. If you dig through YouTube, you'd find this classic video of MKBHD uploading his 100th video on his channel and thanking his first 75 subscribers. So get this, MKBHD, tech YouTuber who today has over 15 million subscribers, uploaded 100 videos and he only had 75 subscribers. Since then, he's been averaging doing 100 videos every year for over a decade. According to an article I read, Mr. Beast had to upload between 300 and 400 videos before he got his first 5,000 subscribers. Let's say Mr. Beast spent 3 hours to make each video and he made 400 videos. So that would take a total of 1,200 hours to make 400 videos. That is the equivalent of spending 50 full days in a year just making videos. That's an insane number. And last but certainly not least, Ali Abdaal. Here is Ali Abdaal's story where he discusses how many videos he had to make before he hit his first 1,000 subscribers.
Based around people sitting down in front of their cameras and making videos, sometimes for years on end, without getting any money or anything like that. These days you have to hit 1,000 subscribers and 4,000 hours of watch time. That's quite hard. It takes ages to get to 1,000 subscribers. It took me 6 months and 52 videos to get to 1,000 subscribers. Before that point, every single thing I was doing was providing value for free to people on the internet.
So it took Ali Abdaal 52 videos to hit 1,000 subscribers. On the chart that he flashes in his video, you can see that it takes 152 videos on average to get between 1,000 and 10,000 subscribers. 152 videos. That's a lot of videos. So being a YouTuber seems like a piece of cake. Now, the graveyard of failed YouTubers is really big. There are many articles that will tell you that starting a YouTube channel is a terrible idea. Like this one right here, written by Richard Feng on Medium. So why am I doing this? Why do YouTube in 2022 when it's so hard? Well, I have 3 reasons why. Number 1, I actually genuinely have a passion for creating videos, the arts, and photography. If I had the choice of creating any channel at all, I would probably follow in Peter McKinnon's footsteps. If you don't know who Peter McKinnon is, do you even watch YouTube? I would follow in his footsteps and become this awesome YouTuber that is also a creator, videographer, photographer. But to be honest with you, that space is so saturated of being a YouTuber that talks about cameras and videography, etc. There are so many people that cover that that niche so well, guys like Peter McKinnon, Matty Haboja, so many others, that I could never match up to them. So instead, I've decided to feed this passion and desire I have for creating videos with something I know quite a bit about, and that is finance and accounting. I've been working in accounting and finance since I was 22, right out of school, so I have over a decade of experience in this field. So naturally, matching the work experience that I have and my desire to be creative and make videos seems like a nice marriage. Now, the second reason why I think making videos is a really good skill to have is completely my opinion, but instead of me telling you what it is, let's look at a clip from Kevin O'Leary, who's one of the sharks on Shark Tank, talk about the importance of video making and storytelling.
I now have investments in over 50 companies in Mexico, Canada, the United States. They're all over the map. I mean, in almost every geography, in almost every sector. And since the pandemic hit, which has only been 6 months now, the number one demand I have for my companies are people that can take the concept of the business and tell a story about it. Produce a video, do really rich photography, build out 59-second, 39-second, 29-second videos, 14-second videos to plaster all over social media to sell product direct to customer. So if you're a graduate from the arts, or you're a writer, or you're a photographer, or an editor, or videographer, all of a sudden, I'm paying you $150,000. And I would have thought I could have hired you for nothing because you were a starving artist. I was wrong. Storytelling is part of the attribute of the new digital 2.0 economy. And it requires the arts to tell that story. It's a whole new ballgame.
And along the same lines, if you follow Naval Ravikant on Twitter or other famous entrepreneurs and investors, you'd notice a similar message. In a tweet, Naval said, "Pursue asymmetric opportunities, invest in startups, start a company, create a book, podcast, video, and so on and so forth." Another entrepreneur on Twitter named Sahil Lavinja, I'm probably butchering his name, he is the CEO and founder of Gumroad. He said, "Knowing how to make videos is going to be more important to the next generation than learning how to code." So the message here is, if you want to create asymmetric opportunities in your life, one of the ways to do that is make videos. What does asymmetric mean? That means doing something that has a big potential payoff. And lastly, I personally believe that in the future, if you were to try to land a client or get a new job, people will assess your experience and expertise by looking at the content you produce. That could be a podcast, a blog, a video, etc., etc. I actually had a tweet of my own that said, "I can guarantee that in 10 years, paper-based resumes will be a thing of the past. Employers will evaluate a candidate based on the content they create and its value. If you want to win in the future, learn to optimize the use of video, writing, speaking, tweeting." The message here is creating content establishes your expertise as an entrepreneur or an individual. And the credibility that I'd like to build with my YouTube channel is of someone who understands and knows accounting and finance. Why accounting and finance specifically? Well, I'm the owner of Vertical CPA, a firm that provides CFO services, bookkeeping, and tax services to startups and small businesses. And as I've already mentioned, I've been working in accounting and finance for over a decade. So making content on this topic makes sense to me because I would never run out of ideas. And lastly, there was a survey done by Pew Research that said that most people on YouTube are looking for information on something they haven't done before. So this is what I would call educational content. Most people on YouTube are browsing for educational content. And my channel is providing just that. I break down finance and accounting concepts for individuals, investors, and founders. So at the start of 2022, I have a whopping 9 subscribers. Thank you to all of you. I appreciate you so much. And I would love to have 1,000 subscribers by the end of 2022. So if you're interested in following my journey, be sure to subscribe to my channel. If you're interested in learning about the basics of financial statements, check out my previous video here.